nothing quite like an early season hoops match that could go a long way into determining the league title. We saw it last night in the track with Fremont Ross edging Notre Dame. Similar matchup this evening in the Northern Lakes League. Anthony Wayne, last year's regional champions, facing off against Perrysburg. Most expect the Jackets, Generals, and Springfield to contend for the league crown. Jamie Carter's team off to a 2-0 start to the young season. First quarter, close game. Elise Bender, the super sophomore, playing big on both ends of the floor, lays it in, draws the foul. Free throw puts A-Dub ahead by 2. Go to the second quarter. Jackets down 10, but they have a run in them. Chloe Kilbride, the drive and the hoop. Perrysburg trailing 28-20. Third quarter, visitors surge back ahead. Sophie Smith finds Leah Pike. Freshman eyes, it flies at 3 is good. A-Dub pushing the lead up to 14 points. More from the Generals. Mallory Pollock finds the cutting Brooke Bender for the lay-in. But every time Anthony Wayne threatened to run away with it, Jackets would creep right back in it. In the fourth, it's Ayla Turk driving and scoring. Perrysburg once again down single digits, but Anthony Wayne gets it done at the free throw line. 54-43 the final. Generals a lot coming back from last year and living up to the preseason hype.
I definitely think we needed we needed to push the ball, especially since we could make sure that we got up and down the court. We definitely have a lot of physical players on our team, which helps us a lot. And we shot the ball, which was definitely something that we struggled with last year. But overall, I think we definitely helped ourselves by driving the basket too, and our shots definitely fell.
With more from Perrysburg, we turn to Chris Schmidbauer and Brandon Bosch.
Well, it was a great night for Anthony Wayne out here at Perrysburg. They get their third win of the season, second in conference over Perrysburg here tonight, 54-43 over top of the Yellow Jackets. Brandon, I thought Anthony Wayne didn't do anything spectacular tonight, but I think that's the sign of a good team and kind of what Jamie Carter, I think, is glad to see so far into the season, where you have a team where, they didn't play their best, but they were still able to come out with a pretty convincing win.
Yeah, and you took the words out of my mouth. It's a sign of a good team. And when you lose the leaders that they did last year and the 3 seniors that were such big contributors in their run all the way to the Final Four, and you replace them with freshmen and sophomores, you're really okay with that. To go on the road in the NLL and get a win in any environment is big, especially here at Perrysburg.
Todd Sims is going to spend a lot of his night thinking what if, because there were a lot of opportunities for Perrysburg at certain junctures of this game where they would get it to a single point deficit and then they just couldn't make that play, couldn't make that basket, couldn't convert at the other end in order to keep climbing closer to those Generals. And really, when you look back at the film, turnovers, missed free throws, and then maybe just not the sharpest play at the offensive end, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and you got to be excited with the play of Thames in terms of how she played in this game, but if you are Coach Sims, I think, as you said, it's going to be a head-scratcher where you're going to look back and you're going to be frustrated, but at the same time, your team is so young. And you've got players who are in new roles trying to figure things out, and it's very young in the year. I said it on the broadcast, and I'm going to stick with it. I think this Perrysburg team, by the end of the year, is going to be an extremely tough out. You see the potential there. You see what they're capable of doing. When they start to get it all together, I really do think they could be a scary team in the area.
Well, Anthony Wayne's going to return back to White House with a double-digit win. They're second in the league, third overall. Perrysburg falls to 1-2 on the season. Back to you guys in the studio.